Hello, this is your Dunfor. I'm just gonna make a sample video on Discord's roles and permissions for AYS. So under server settings, you can go in there and hit roles, and right here is the @everyone role. So that means how everybody is in the server. And if you want to add a role, click this little star and hit, or the plus, hit new role. You can name it whatever you want. So I'm gonna say like sample role. And then you can change the color whatever you want. So I'll just make it pink because, yeah, who loves pink? And then use all the role settings. So what each of these does, display role members separately from online members. This means that if you click this, then the word sample role will show up on the left side of the right side of the screen when people are added to this role. So it will say sample role and then all the usernames under this. Allow anyone to mention this rule. This means that if you have this checked, then anyone can do the @ symbol and then type in the role name, and it will ping everybody in that role. Not the best idea to do unless you have like a support role for a server for help. Administrator means that if you click this, and all the other things will be accepted as yes. So that means that it will give every permission that you want. Not a good idea to grant in case someone will try to nuke your server with it. View audit log means that allows you to view like all the server changes under the settings, which would be under audit log. Save these so it says audit log, so everything that happens will be uploaded here, and then allows you to see it. Good for moderation mods. Then manage server means that they can, if you have this checked, they can edit channels, create channels, manage the rules that are underneath the rules, which means that you cannot edit or you cannot modify any rules that are higher than your position. That's just Discord's way of making sure you can't just destruct the server. Manage rules means it allows you to manage the rules in the server. Only rules that you can manage are the ones that are below you. Manage channels means you can add channels and delete channels and stuff. That's a little bit different than manage server, because manage server means you can change the emojis and all the other stuff on it. Manage channels only allows you to add the channels. Kick members is a mod only thing, and if you want the person to be a moderator, you give them this so they can kick people out of the server. Bans, same thing. Create instant invite means it allows that if you have this rule, you can create an invite to the server. Only time you don't want this checked is if you want a private YouTube server where only you invite your friends and they can't invite all the random people in the world to it. Change nickname allows you to change your own nickname. Doesn't mean others, only you can. If you have this checked, only you can change your own. If you have this checked, then that means that you can manage everybody else's nicknames. Good for deleting Nazi symbols and stuff out of people's names, because people are just so stupid these days. Manage emojis allows you to manage the emojis on the server and or change emojis. Another like server manager thing. Manage webhooks means that you can make them and delete them, which is just things that mostly bots make, that allows you to link web integrations to the server. So read text channels and see voice channels. If you don't have this checked, then the people with this rule can't see anything on the server. Good for jail rules for bad people. If you have this checked, then they can send messages on the server. If you have this checked, people can send text-to-speech voice messages. Really, never see people do it. If you have this checked, that's for like helpers on ad servers like AYS, where we can delete messages and delete emojis off of messages and reactions. Embed links, have this checked, people can upload pictures and other stuff in it. Attach files means that you can actually upload things. Embed links means that you can paste links and stuff, but if you want them to be able to attach pictures and zip files and things, you allow this. Read message history. Really just the thing that allows you to see the history of that channel. Pretty much if you want this unchecked, as if you are doing like a reported users thing, so only you can see it, people can't see all the users you reported in the channel. Mention everyone. Most people want this off, or you can physically go at everyone and piss everybody off in the server, because yeah, everyone hates pings. Use external emojis. Allows you to post emojis and reactions from other servers. This only applies to Nitro users. If you have this off, then you can only post emojis from the server or Discord standard emojis. Add reactions. If you have this off, people can't put ping reads and other stupid stuff on your announcements. The voice permissions allow you to connect. If you have this disabled, speak disabled, then you can only talk in that. Pretty much disable speak if you're managing a channel's permissions, not really the roles, but who knows. This is another mod rule that you can mute people's in voice channels if they're being really obnoxious. Deafen, another mod acknowledgement thing you use for moderators. Another one, this is called moving members, or Discord's users call it dragging people in. So another mod rule. Use voice activities. Allow you to. Members must use push to talk in this channel if this permission is disallowed. So it basically means that you can't just blast the music in the background unless you're holding the shift key. Priority speaker. This allows you to speak louder than everybody else so people can hear you more. So that's pretty much all the roles permissions. Some of these things like read message history and stuff like that are mainly permissions you grant onto on channel permissions. If I save this as a sample rule, then if you really want for rules and permissions, if you edit a channel, this is called slow mode. This is when you want people to, if you have this enabled, then people have to wait the amount of seconds before they can send another message. Channel topics, just what you want the channel topic to be will show up on their screen. Name of the channel. Only have this checked if you want people to post NSFW stuff in that channel, so they'll warn people before they enter that it's a bad channel, that you don't want to see it. Permissions. Really, a lot of these things apply to roles more than things, but read messages. If you right here, if you have this disabled, this is for like announcement channels, so you want to have this enabled, this disabled. Send messages disabled, so then when people have announcements, you can't have random users posting in your announcement channel. And then once you have send messages, it defaults all these things to off. Really, this is not really a server channel permission. Really, it's more for moderators for roles, embed links. These can be certain channels you don't want people to post images for, or whatever. There's another channel right here, read message history. You want people to have this enabled if they can see the messages, but it's just like a user report channel. If you have it disabled, once you post a message, then no one else can see it, so then people can't see that you snitched on them or whatever. Mention everyone is another role permission, but can be enabled here. Have this off. You don't want people at everybodying the people in the server and annoying your whole server, because then it ends up people just leave because they're tired of useless pings. Another channel, more towards the channel thing, people can post emojis from other servers. It applies to Nitro users only. And add reactions if you have this enabled, and people can post reactions at all. If you don't want it enabled, so like announcement channels, if you want to disable that for announcements, and people can't add all kinds of weird emojis on your announcements and make it look unprofessional. So when you're editing things, it won't let you go anywhere unless you hit save changes. So that's pretty much rules, and that's pretty much the rules and permissions on a server. So thanks for watching. On the next episode will be on how to actually manage your server, make a mod role and stuff. And on that, I might be able to add on how to configure like the moderator bot Dino, which is pretty nice for keeping spam and other things out. So Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Hope you're enjoying AOS and have a nice one. See you next video.